Welcome, guys. I'm Joshua Short, and this is the 30 After, where we highlight people and events happening around the world and citywide after the show, The 30. And right now, today, I have with me community activist Andrew Holmes is at the desk. And Andrew, welcome to the show. I know you're a busy man, so we'll try to get you out of here. But I want to first ask you, you usually approach people on the worst day of their lives, and yet you do this continuously. How do you get through every day?
First and foremost, through prayer, faith. You know, you got to put yourself in their shoes, which I'm in them shoes now, but before I was in them shoes, I felt their pain, but not as tough as I feel it now. Right. So you have to take your time with these people because they lost their loved ones, somebody done discharged a weapon, stopped this person's heart from breathing. And for them to continue on with their life and do what they have to do every Friday and Saturday, it's tough. But for the individual that took that person's life, they don't have a conscience, they don't have a clue, and the majority of the time, half of them are high for some substance. But it is tough, but first you have to respect the people who have lost their lives, because at that time, when they lose a loved one, they don't want to hear from nobody. They don't want to see nobody, and at times, when they do see me, I can feel the pain, but if they reject me there, they'll call me later. Yeah. Because I understand. Yeah. I know. You don't want to talk to nobody. You don't want to hear nothing. All you want is your baby. Right. You just want to get past that crime scene tape, hug your child, pick your child up. That's all you want to do. I don't care if it's 50, 60-year-old person. That's your baby. You just want to hug and touch them at that moment right then and there. And I can understand that. And
you say now you're in their shoes because you recently lost your daughter due to gun violence, and normally the normal average Joe, after that happens, they cannot continue going about their daily routine the same exact way. But for you, it seems like you've gone even harder than ever. Explain that.
Well, it's tough. I went in that rabbit hole because I was ready to quit. I didn't want to do nothing for nobody. I was ready to stop. I wouldn't answer the phone. I wouldn't go out for a week. Didn't want to. That was my firstborn. Tough talking about it, but that was my firstborn. But at the same time, I'm just out of it. They won't touch nobody. They won't enhance nobody's life. I'm just done. But me and my baby started this here. She started passing out flyers, circulating flyers through the door. She was doing what I was doing, and she grew up doing that. When she moved down in Indianapolis, and she was doing that in Indianapolis. She would call me and ask me about certain situations, and I would tell her, and we stayed in contact. But when I got that call, it took a lot out of me. It took the breath, it took life out of me. I didn't want to do nothing, touch nothing, but that was my heart, that's my baby. But what keeps me going, what made me get back on my feet, because that's what we did together. And for me to enhance the quality of life for somebody else, even though I lost my child's life, and which took a part of my life, it just makes me stronger and stronger to do what I have to do to enhance the quality of life.
We've reached over 300 homicides this year. We're already above the record from last year, and the number rather, not the record, but that alone, 300. What do we need to do as a community? What does the city need to do? How do we combat this violence?
First and foremost, I commend all of the movement with all of the people from all race across the United States, and mainly here in this city, even from the young men that are stepping up to the plate and protesting in so many ways. But first and foremost, we got to get back to the basis of being a parent. I mean a strong parent. The type of parent that I can look at you and you'll straighten up. Look you in your eye and you'll straighten up. I don't have to raise a hand at you. Get back to parenting. Put the blunts down. Take time for your kids. Put the drugs down. Stop taking your little shorty to the corner, because you training him once you get to that corner. And when he get 8 or 9 years old, you done trained him to be a drug dealer or a killer. Teach him, put him back in school. Second of all, the campaigning needs to stop. That's from the White House to every house, even the home house. When I say the White House, I mean from the Trump to Hillary. I don't understand what the campaigning is about, what you planning on doing, because you're saying the same thing over and over again. The community done heard from year after year after year from president after president. Stop. You had 8 years with your husband. You had 8 years with Obama. You've been in the politics for a longer. If you're going to put some economic development and jobs here, put them here now before November the 4th. Put 30,000 people to work in the city of Chicago right now. Bring the economic development here. Same thing with Trump. Your money, do what you want to do with it. But stop promising stuff that you ain't going to do. You put 30,000 jobs in, put these people to work, put the schools back together, put the money in the mental health facilities back together. And, as far as yesterday, you asked me about yesterday with the mentoring program, put the money where it's supposed to be. If you're going to do it, there's a mentoring program, AMG, Automotive Mentoring Group, where they're taking felons. It don't make no difference what you got on your record. They teach them how to rebuild cars, teach them how to be mechanics, teach them bot school. This African-American guy has been asking and asking over and over again to put money here in this facility. Go walk through that facility and watch those young men over there rebuild them cars. They teenagers.
And what's this you said, AMG?
It's AMG, AMG. They got a whole shop over there, breeding the kids over there. Just bring them over there. They got buses that pick young men up, old men up. Wherever you at, the buses a whole 16 and they'll bring you there. Put the funds where they're supposed to go instead of putting them in the same places that ain't working. These are hands-on trade right there.
Automotive Mentoring Group.
Yeah.
It looks like it's in Bedford Park. Yeah.
Right on 65th Street.
Yep.
They have all nationalities and race of young men over there. They reach out to the game bangers. They got them over there. They put them all together, and guess what? They're working together like they're best friends. And if they want to see something work, go over there to that place right there. Just put the funds where they're supposed to be and not to the places that they've been where it ain't working. It's just as simple as that.
I got one final question. I know you got to go, but you mentioned the presidential election a couple of months. Do you think that a particular president would curb this violence? Do you think that whether it's Hillary, whether it's Trump, do you think that who is in the White House at the end of 2 months will affect what we're seeing here in Chicago in a positive way?
What we waiting on for 2 months, I don't know. But I'm just like this, charge it to my head, not my heart. Whatever you talking about doing, whoever talking about getting in that seat, lay it down here on the table now and put the people to work now. You got the ability to do what you had. You've been in the politics for a long time. And Donald Trump been where he is in our state. Hillary, behind her husband, behind Obama. Put the people to work now. Put the money in the streets and the jobs and bring the manufacturers here now. Don't wait till November, because come November 4th, who answering the phone? That's why I say I don't know what they're campaigning for. Put the people to work now. Bring the job. They got the money to bring the jobs and economic development here tomorrow. Just put the people to work and quit talking. Show and tell. Put it there.
Andrew, we thank you so much, Mr. Holmes, for being here. We know you're busy, so we thank you a lot. This is the 30 After. I'm Joshua Short. We thank you for tuning in.